Man, I don't wanna play this game.
See, and it says Spartan. Look, that's
Yeah.
fucked up. It's a Spartan Total Warrior, Dead Rising, Xbox 360.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
stupid. Okay, guys, well, if you're joining us right now, we're obviously not playing Dino Crisis 3. We're not playing Spartan Total Warrior or Dead Rising. We are playing Ehrgeiz, God Bless the Ring. It won. It kept shifting, so I guess 15 people voted, and it kept shifting because I guess 7 wanted Tobal number 1 and 7 wanted Ehrgeiz. Like, I voted myself.
I voted as well.
And geez, it just kept shifting back and forth throughout, so I wasn't exactly sure what we would end up playing. So here we are. We're playing Ehrgeiz Dungeon Mode. I do have some memories of playing Dungeon Mode. I loved Ehrgeiz, so let's get that out of the way. Like, I love this game. I know it's really not the best fighter in the world.
No, I played this for the first time after, right after playing Final Fantasy VII. I was like, what? There's a fighting game in Final Fantasy characters? This is the best thing ever.
I thought it was cool.
I rented it a few times back in the day.
Did you rent it from the old golf course video store?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this...
a holiday video?
Yeah. So there was this old video store in town that had a miniature golf course and a tanning salon, and then it just had like the crappiest games. Like they would have like, you know, some RPGs every once in a while, but every time you go and rent a game, it'd be scratched to shit and back. And I remember renting Ehrgeiz from any video store. So if like one store didn't have it, I'd go to Blockbuster. If Blockbuster didn't have it, I'd go to another. And like for a period of 3 months, it was just me and my friends just staying up nights, just try like there to unlock some of the harder characters to unlock. You had to do something like beat the game without dying, and then so you just. I mean, the matches only last a minute long, so like you could go through it fairly quickly, but it's just we beat it with every character, and we went through, and we just couldn't get enough because there was all these rumors like, oh, you could unlock Barrett or...
Right. Well, I mean, back in the day, there was rumors about everything.
Yeah, so this game is more like... I know I'm talking about the fighting game aspect, but it does tie into the quest because the fighting game is more like Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it's... Well, like more like Power Stone, I think.
Power Stone, yeah.
You run around.
Yeah, and it's not the best. Like, I don't even think it's analog compatible. Yet it says it is, but for some reason it's not working on here. I didn't have an analog controller when I played through it, so I was playing with the 4-direction.
Yeah, of course.
And this game just goes crazy. Like, it's got that rubber band AI. Like, the further you go or the better you're doing, it just snaps you and kills you. So I love this game. This also started off in the arcades. So, in the same year, it was also released on PlayStation, but I heard in arcades, they didn't tell anyone about it. So, after they set it up, like after 30 days, it would unlock Cloud.
After God Hand in this game?
After 30 days, it would unlock Cloud. After 60 days, it would unlock Tifa, and after 90 days, it would unlock the Diablo guy, who's like the last boss, who's basically Red 13. So, this game was also made by the creators of Tobal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the same? Yeah.
It's the Dream Factory. So, like, basically we're getting just kind of like a Tobal guide in.
Okay.
Well, Tobal number 1 came out, and then number 2, and then in the same year, Ehrgeiz came out. So there's, like, all Tobal number 1 and 2 had quest modes, and then I'm sure they borrowed some assets here and there, so...
The quest mode is so weird. It's kind of like a really impossible Diablo.
Yeah, it might be possible. I mean, I'm playing with a different mindset than I was when I was a kid. So it says brand new quest. It's called the Forsaken Dungeon. So this is really where all the development resources went to when it comes to this game, because the arcade mode was already finished. I'm sure the minigames didn't take too long to program, but this is where all the resources for the PlayStation version went.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play on normal mode. Otherwise, hard mode will go pretty quickly.
Yes, agreed.
So there's a bit of a story. I can kind of sum it up so we don't have to watch this whole thing, but That's Koji. He's an archaeologist, and they're looking for the sword. Ehrgeiz. Ehrgeiz in Japanese, by the way, means ambition.
I thought it was a German word or something.
In German means ambition. I thought it was Japanese. No, it makes sense because they love using German words over there. They get like
Zweihander.
Yeah, Einhander and Zweihander.
Yeah.
Xenosaga der Willi Zermacht. Yeah.
Well, they were allies.
Yeah. I guess so. And I guess, what does that make us? The bullies? Anyway, so there's this sword, and basically, once you get the Ehrgeiz, you can make a wish that'll come true. It's basically the Dragon Ball scenario.
Great.
Whoever gets it, they get whatever power they want, and some of them wish... Like, it's kind of like the Twisted Metal plot, only it doesn't have a terrible twist at the end. Like, Calypso will grant you any wish. Well, Ehrgeiz kind of has the same thing. So, it's Koji and Claire, and they have to go to the Forsaken Dungeon. And the Forsaken Dungeon is about 20 randomly generated floors.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's really hard.
It gets progressively harder, and the game engine does not lend to that at all. You know, now that I think about it, a lot of RPGs use the same storyline. Like Threads of Fate had the same one too.
Yeah.
I guess it's a cool concept. I mean, like if you like Aladdin is based around that.
Yeah.
If you like genies, who doesn't want a wish? You know, that's
right.
A cool concept. It's better than winning the lottery. I mean, like, you can make it anything tangible, I guess. So, basically, they go down in the ruins and they pass out.
They go down to the ruins and they find their hotel room.
He sleeps on top of the sheets and then he just stands on the bed.
The bed looks very uncomfortable.
Okay, so each one of these buttons, like, is pick up. So, square, right. X, and circles pick up. One of them is jump, and I don't know why he did a 360 there. So, like, I guess if he about faces, if you're in a different direction, is there just a regular jump? I think he just about faces, no matter what. I guess he locks on. So that's how Ehrgeiz's fighting system works, is that the point of view of your character is always snaps to your enemy, for the most part. Which can get a little wonky. I guess it makes sense in a 2D world, but in a 3D perspective. I've played some bad RPGs in my time, though, because that was like my favorite genre growing up, because they were humongous games. Like,
I didn't know RPGs even existed until the late 90s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people started with Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I started that. My friend let me borrow it. I had no idea that genre even existed.
Yeah.
I ended up trading him for it. I traded Mega Man X4 for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, he got a raw deal there. Okay, there's a butter knife, a kidney knife,
great,
a hunting knife, or a dagger. Can I see the stats?
No.
I can't see the stats.
Middle row.
Leather knuckle. Oh, nah. I want something with reach. I'll get this spear.
It's called a lance. Hello.
Hopefully it's not two-handed.
It's probably two-handed.
Nope.
Oh,
no, it's not. Okay. Look at that.
Your hands are still the same way, and they just like paste that. It's not even in your hand. It's on the outside.
Look how huge. Can I even exit the door with that thing?
Oh man.
It looks like one of those poles on a shopping cart that like Aldi or something. Like, don't leave. So far, I'm kind of liking it again, just because...
I always thought it was cool, and then it was impossible.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, it's looking pretty cool. I mean, the graphics are good, the music's alright.
And then you'll go down to the dungeon and die instantly.
I like the tiny little towns. Like, roguelike games, I didn't know I like roguelike games until, I started playing Diablo. This is the first map in the game that you're introduced to, I guess. Like, this is the town, the hub world, right? So say you're wandering around, you're like, ooh, look, a well! Like I was when I was in the 5th grade. You fall in. Okay, well, I guess I can walk up the well, but what's over here?
Like leveled million guys. Well,
right there!
Run!
You die!
Just run. You can still survive.
No.
Just do it. Just survive. Oh, or maybe he's just invincible. Or you're invincible.
No, you can take out his tentacles, but I'm just
waiting. No, I mean, he can't hit you. You're unlocked.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I might actually be able to beat him.
Because you got that giant stick that can reach. You get that combo. You get that critical hit. Dude, how much hit points does this guy have? 8 hours of this. What happened?
I was using my materia.
No, don't. You just keep whacking. Slapping that meat. Chopping that meat. No, don't go crazy.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing.
No, that's slower and it doesn't do as much damage. No, you.
Okay, so stun lock him?
Yeah, you're messing with a good thing here. How much health does the octopus guy have?
I don't know, but I know you can take out his tentacles. I think you can. Yeah.
Look.
You're not supposed to fight him this early on, though, because he just murders you.
Oh.
Oh, he got me, see?
You done goofed.
No, that was the first thing that I remember about adventure mode. Alright, so I think that restores...
Is it randomly generated, the dungeons?
It's randomly generated, so you have some, main hubs, main doors, but...
I wasn't paying attention. Why'd they add the adventure mode?
They added the adventure mode to add more value to the game because... They basically said, hey, we already finished the game and
That's OP.
Yeah. We already have the game finished, so we might as well just put all of our investment into making a fully fledged adventure mode. So that's what they did. They reused a lot of assets from Tobal.
Tobal's adventure mode is way different though.
Yeah. Is it more of a platformer?
Yeah, it's behind the character's point of view.
So this is what I do whenever I enter all these mazes. I hug a wall and I go around.
Whoa.
It's a mimic. Oh my gosh.
Kill it.
Keep your distance. So he takes a foot forward when he does that. What just happened?
Great.
Oh, okay.
It was loading something. What is
It was loading a random drop. No, that's not what I do. Recipe book. Okay, so these recipe books allow you to... you take them back to Pierre, and when you bring him materials, he'll cook you some food.
Great.
Yep. And see, that... I guess it's a flesh-colored bar down there. Do you see that flesh-colored bar?
Hunger meter?
Yeah. Instead of being your special, it's your hunger meter. And then your specials determine on your materia. Oh my gosh.
Eat some food.
Strawberry fields forever. Fruit's like my favorite thing.
I like fruit, but I don't like melons.
You don't like melons?
No, none of them.
Who's this Joker?
Yeah, he's like a wolf man. He's from the Tekken crossover.
Well, the lead designer of Tekken and Virtua Fighter worked on this game.
Really?
This was his game. He was the director of this game.
Level up.
All right, so our first level up, we got some HP, attack, defense. I know there's certain supplements you can take that do trade-offs. So, like, you can upgrade your strength, but take away some magic. I think the first time I played this, I had a Game Shark. And I just had unlimited gold and shit, so I just went around. But it was still very hard. Does that mean I can break the wall? Oh, fuck. Yeah, spear's the way to go.
Spear chop attack. Was that grass?
Dungeon grass. My favorite.
Not way more.
That's not how you use a spear. Who just taps you on the head like a like a fairy godmother?
Spear.
The lizard man from Spider-Man. Why does he keep respawning?
Because it's a hard game.
Oh my god, no.
You have to block more. Yeah, oh my god.
No!
Run, get that distance. Oh my god.
Stop spawning! Just go away.
Okay, you did it.
Oh, how did that happen?
Alright.
I really shouldn't be alive.
Do you have any health potions?
I got one. And yeah. I should probably leave the dungeon.
Yeah, go sell your stuff, level or buy new stuff.
I really
guess this
am.
is just a grinding game. You just have to grind enough until you're OP.
I mean, most RPGs are. War.
Okay, when you choose check stats, you'll see something similar to the following. There's protein, vitamins, carbohydrates, minerals, and lipids.
Uh-huh.
Protein is attack. Vitamins is magic attack. Carbohydrates is defense. Minerals is dexterity. And lipids is speed.
That makes so much sense to me. Think about carbs, like you're just gonna bulk up, get on that dirty bulk.
And, yeah, meat has proteins. Vegetables have vitamins. Mushrooms have carbs. Jelly has minerals. And poultry and fish have lipids.
Okay, so what's HP again?
There's defense. It's just carbs.
Carbs, okay. So, is there a wrong way to do this?
How do you choose check? I think it probably just adds everything. How do you check stats?
Just right here.
Check stats. Click on that. Yeah, see.
Oh, shit! I had too many vitamins, apparently.
You just have had a lot of vitamins. That's your magic attack. So your magic attack is your highest stat.
Fuck! I need to eat some meat. Can I eat? Oh, okay, that's escape. That's a portal to town. That's good to know, though. Isn't it, like, made out... Most potions, like, if you think about a witch, aren't potions, like, made out of just...
Eye of Newt.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's some protein in Eye of Newt, I think.
Level up.
Okay, so we can already tell my HP's going up. And all that magic because of all the shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this is going to be really bad early on if I don't get some proteins.
Or you could just start using your magic more, because it's going to do 1,000,000 damage.
That's true. Let's see here. We're on floor 3. I'm going to Dragon Wing out. I think that's a good spot.
Looks exactly like Town Portal.
Basically.
From Diablo.
Well,
looks
just
exactly the same.
There it is, right there.
Exactly the same. Played it yet?
Oh my god.
Get some carbs.
Carb up, man. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to eat all these, and we're going to take a look at the chart before and then after.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so our carbs are on the low side.
Yeah, and vitamins are max. Okay, so eat all the carbs and see what happens. They both grow.
All right, then.
Yeah, just eat everything.
I'm going to eat all but 6 of them.
I gotta say, this game is not as bad as I remember it being.
You say that.
But I mean, just in general, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I don't think it's like one of the worst games ever that I had envisioned when I created these idea, or we kind of came together.
Well, then we're gonna have to play some Tobal #1 later. Tobal 2 I have the art for.
Oh my god. This might be it.
You done goof.
I died.
My turn.
Floor 3, so now you have to go down and retrieve me.
Good.
There it was. Not so bad. Floor 3, death. Oh, is that your parry?
Yeah. It just knocks everybody away and stuns them.
God, I wish I knew about that earlier.
It's really good. How do I get out of this place? See? Just knocks them all away the corners.
So I found out each floor has certain specific things that will always be there, no matter the random gen.
Okay.
Like floor 1 has the dungeon grass room and the thunder materia. Floor 2 has the strawberry room. Floor 3 has a recipe book. Oh! No! No!
Oh god, this is my nightmare.
Okay.
No, no, no.
No!
Oh god.
You're low on stamina. Oh no!
Oh, this is my nightmare.
Ah!
Oh god. It kept coming forever. Great.
My turn. Oh shit, that was so stressful to watch.
They just kept coming. There's like wave 3 or 4 of guys. Of course, they can realize when you're about to die, and then they keep on throwing more guys at you.
I wonder what hard mode's like.
I wonder.
It runs at a solid 60 frames. That's what I like about the Tobal developers. They really know how to optimize their games.
Yeah, it counts the micronutrients. Each one's associated with a certain stat.
I think...
Get that bomb so
oh, yeah.
And blow up that wall, maybe.
Tobal #1 has, like, one of the smoothest frame rates I've ever played in a fighting game.
Yeah, it looks really weird. No, Tobal 2 is even smoother and better looking. Like, Tobal 2 might be, like, one of the best looking PlayStation games I've seen.
I was always surprised to see, like, how far... Like, the PlayStation 1 had a very long lifespan for a console.
Yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation 2 probably is still going strong in Brazil, other places. But PlayStation just kept optimizing their games throughout. Now it feels like there's already a bottleneck on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and Wii U. Like, you know, there's been some games to come out that are like, it's never going to get better. It's a toy shield. Is it blessed? The speed's up, though. There's a consumption rate, so I guess that's how much your food goes down or your stamina goes down. Does not matter, says can confirm PS2 is still going strong here in Brazil. That's good to hear. Hey, we got a question for you, does not matter. Did you ever play Duke Nukem on the Sega Genesis or the Mega Drive over there?
I have the Tectoy version.
Have you ever played it there? Because I know it came out.
I have 2 copies of it, actually. I have one in box and one without the box. Solid port. I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to play that on a... I don't want to play this episode.
I would die of a migraine.
It's not great.
So LP Grotus says, "Oh, it's a dungeon crawler.
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game with a dungeon crawler
slapped in there. It's not related at all. It's like 2 separate games.
Yeah. So it's just a very basic. It's like it's really tough because like I feel there's no natural balance to this game. It's just like you have to know about all these background stat things before going in and read up on it. And it gets really hard, and there's some bullshit trap rooms.
Yep.
So this is like a roguelike, yeah, but it's super tough. Like, super, super tough.
Like most roguelikes.
This is like our second time playing through because we died the first time.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I like it, and I don't like it at the same time.
Yeah, it was a arcade fighting game, like they had an arcade cabinet, and then when they were porting it to the PlayStation, they're like, well, we're already done with the arcade cabinet, so they spent their development time making this instead.
And they added some mini games as well.
Yeah, they added some mini games.
I mean, like
there's a foot race, like you race laps around the whole thing.
The main draw.
Check those out before we.
The main draw to Ehrgeiz. I mean, it's not even the fighting. Like the fighting game is kind of like Power Stone.
Yeah.
But it's
1 versus 1.
Final Fantasy characters. That's the main draw.
Right.
Like fighting Cloud against Sephiroth and. I guess Cloud
against Knee guy. You said you had a story about the Knee missile guy.
The who? Oh, the Knee missile guy. Okay, so there's a guy. I think his name
starts with an H.
Yeah, like Hashananama. Yeah, that guy. There's this guy who has like a bionic leg that has a missile launcher in there, and I found out he has 2 different endings. So the first ending is like if you just go and defeat the last boss. The second ending is if you grab the Ehrgeiz and then you find this just dead leg on the ground and you pick it up. His wish is to reattach his leg, his original leg.
Great.
Yeah. So I did not know you could pick up his leg. It's a fighting game with an RPG mode.
That is not related to the
Yeah.
fighting game at all. Like none of like doesn't have the same characters or anything.
But you know, Ehrgeiz isn't the first to try that. Well, I mean, I guess is it? Tobal had it. Yeah, Tobal.
But it wasn't like this.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat Deception had an RPG mode, and I really liked it. But all the battles were fought in like Mortal Kombat. It was just like, you know,
right.
Go from point A to point B, do these missions, but you could buy stuff and do cool things in that. Yeah, Mortal Kombat Deception had a pretty fleshed out RPG mode, but it also had puzzle things too, and a kart racer too,
and puzzle the puzzle one.
The puzzle one was fun.
Puzzle Combat. It was like Gem Fighters. Not Gem Fighters. Puzzle Fighter.
Puzzle Fighter. Yeah.
It was just like that.
Shroom it up.
Save it.
Yeah. Can I save down here?
Yeah.
I can save in the dungeon?
Yeah.
What? I thought it was just in town.
No, man.
That changes everything. Everything has changed now.
Great. Did you ever play the Fighter Maker games?
I wanted to.
I played the first one, but I never played the other ones. But Fighter Maker, you could just completely like motion tween all of your own animations.
Really? So could you just go like...
yeah, exactly.
Really?
Do anything. Like I made a Hadoken by like making a guy's arms, legs, and head just fold into his torso, and then the torso would fly across the screen and hit him.
Dude, that sounds great.
And then in there's some baseball game for I think Sega Saturn, maybe the original PlayStation, in Japan, where
Dude, you should go in that other room and eat all those mushrooms.
I did eat them all. These are the last ones.
Okay.
But then there's a baseball game where you could do that with the pitcher. Like
Yeah.
you could make completely customize the pitch animation, so you could just do random things and throw a ball.
You ever play this game on NES called Base Wars?
No.
That was the only baseball game I really loved because it was
that the robot one?
the robot one, and you could customize like your different players and stuff. You can give them like a cannon arm and
Right.
other
Yeah, I
things.
do remember that.
That's what more that like. Instead of like trying to make another big Madden game, like make a like an RPG football game or something like that. Wouldn't that be crazy? For anyone who's in here, if you ever want to suggest a game, we're trying to make the hashtag right there. Is the perspective this way?
Just up. I mean, it's right
Yeah,
above
just
us. So.
right up there. If you ever want to suggest something, just hashtag IDWPT. This is our first time doing this, so
Yeah.
we're going to try and make it a regular thing. And it has a theme, so I do have a theme already picked out for the next one, which I will announce in some way. So we're going to be doing that. We've got a ton of games between the two of us.
Yeah, like
David and I, like David is like the other guy I know with a huge collection.
Yeah.
So we honestly should just start a Game Sack show at this point. I got a green screen. Anyway, yeah.
So you can do. Oh, the trap.
That's what we could do. Is like we could film.
Oh my god.
We could film
Do this.
us talking about certain games and then just do a stream that same day or something.
Awesome. I'm running low.
Like make a top 5 video of some kind.
Top 5 pancakes I made
That's
today.
what's like. I mean, that's what people tune in for. Is like they want to hear lists. They want their
as quick as possible.
quick BuzzFeed lineup.
Yep.
I don't know.
Top 5 games I randomly picked out of this drawer. What's that?
Basically.
What's that? Slime jelly.
Slime jelly? Can you eat that? Is that like jelly?
Minerals.
All right, eat that jelly. I have so many like terrible fighting games and stuff for the Super Nintendo.
Well, okay, speaking of fighting games, remember my first YouTube show was David Versus, where we
David
just
Versus.
played crappy fighting games. Like, they're still on my channel. Like, there's like 50 episodes of just
yeah, if
random
you want to
fighting
see
games.
us play some shitty stuff, go to King Game Review. There's like
There's a lot of bad games on there.
there's a ton of bad.
I have
bad
over
stuff.
500 episodes of that show now,
Yeah.
so there's a lot.
I wouldn't say like
Oh,
in retrospect. I don't think
my
this
God.
game is like
It's not that bad.
terrible. Like
It's
the
repetitive.
adventure mode, it's just very bland.
Yeah, but I mean, this game is definitely not as bad as I remember it being.
I thought the idea was cool though, for this episode.
Yeah.
Top X that ever wide.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get worse. I mean, like Drake and the 99 Dragons, bad.
RoboCop bad.
God, man, RoboCop felt like a Nintendo 64 game.
Land of the Dead bad.
I like Land of the Dead
I
still.
know.
It's super short. You can beat it in 3 hours. The Kung Fu Fists are the
OP.
reason to play it. Yeah.
You get them like in the first like room of the game almost, and you can just use them for the rest.
And the only problem with Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green is that Left 4 Dead just overshadows it in every imaginable
Yeah.
way.
Well, and it like is like brought by the sad ashes of City of the Dead.
Yeah, it was not only that, but like Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green, like it was one of the first normal zombie games, just zombies and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yep.
And then Left 4 Dead just evolved that whole genre, and things borrowed from it. Even Yakuza ripped off Left 4 Dead. No
This
getting
is an
around it.
altar.
We're doing everything to Gaia. Offer her some.
Oops.
Oh, well, at least it's there.
It has a shield. That's not even what I want to do at all.
Did you get a new shield or did it
No,
break?
I'm using an axe. Wait, I only have 2 foods though.
Save the wine because that's blacksmith.
Worst game was... Oh, worst thing about the game was the chat. Whoa!
Did you save before going on
Yes.
Solar? Okay, nice.
We should... You know, another funny episode would be of this. Heavy Nova versus its sequel.
Ugh.
There's a sequel to Heavy Nova.
Yeah. Well, the thing is about this show is I want...
Oh, those things immune to magic?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. What did you just do?
I took a potion.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not ready for level 4. So this game's just like...
You can use ice if you just tap the magic button.
Oh,
Perfect.
This guy's immune to electric.
Yeah, he's yellow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Dead.
shit.
I did save it,
Look
though.
at that terrible thing. So that toolbox there, that's your soul.
Great. Oh my god. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm feeling sick.
You feeling sick?
I'm feeling that Action 52.
Yeah.
I did just save it, so we could probably just reload the game.
Okay, let's, I think I have to...
Quit out.
How do I quit out? Do I
don't
just
know.
reset the game?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. They need to develop their menus just a little bit more.
Let's try out the mini games.
Okay, so we've reached the I don't want to play this part.
I mean, you can keep going. I'm done for now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that Action 52 kind of sickness coming on.
I think this one, like, there's not too
Street
much.
Fighter 2010.
There's not too much to dog on other than
No, it's just kind of repetitive.
I think that's even kind of worse than terrible games because like
Yeah.
it's just middle of the road so much that you can't
You
like
can't make fun of it. It's just boring.
yeah, it's just whatever.
Well, okay, so the first Dragon's Quest on the NES was like the grindiest game ever made.
Yeah.
I feel like if you liked Dragon Quest on the NES, you'd like this because it's just grinding for like hours. And then eventually you'd make your way through it.
I like a good grind game every once in a while, but
It has to be interesting.
it has to have something to benefit or warrant the grind.